All right, battlers, welcome back to a brand new Ferocious Cup feature. We are taking a look at the spicy Swiss Army knife of the Ferocious Cup, Heatmor. Guys, it is late into the month, but it is never too late to add some spice into your life. Here we're looking at Heatmor versus Nidoqueen. We know we can't afford to get hit by that Earth Power because Heatmor is a pure Fire type, but look at that, guys. Flamethrower just nukes Ground type Nidoqueen. That move was not resisted, and it really shows there, doing a ton of damage to it. Heatmor is going to pull out of that match, but we did have to spend a shield. I do charge up some energy here and go for the swap, but I'm a little bit late, so Minun will get the discharge off. I do decide to shield and then go for the Thunder Punch bait against the Minun. So my opponent here is Purple Kyogre. He is an awesome content creator and battler. I will leave his video link in the description below. Although I'd be super surprised if you heard of me and not him because he is the OG, he is Senpai. So here we go with Lanoon versus Minun. We do bring it down with the Grass Knot. Out comes Alolan Ninetales, guys. And I actually go for the Grass Knot here. Not confident that I could get to the Thunder, but we get the shield anyway, which is excellent. Heatmor is a great Alolan Ninetales counter, and we're actually going to get very satisfying footage here of the Flamethrower landing on that Ninetales. Boom, roasted. Michael Scott style. So Heatmor is a fun Pokemon. It does have access to Fire Spin as its fast move. It does have Power Up Punch, Thunder Punch, and Flamethrower. For this video, I'm running with Thunder Punch and Flamethrower. I think Power Up Punch is great for dealing with the Steel types because it does raise your Fire Spin attack. But here, as you can see against B-Barrel, I really love the utility of it. That Thunder Punch is just really awesome against all the water types that are running around here in the cup. And I like to keep the Flamethrower there just to nuke the ice types as well. So B-Barrel is going to bring us down, but not before we get off two of those Thunder Punches, guys. So because there's no stab on it, it's not going to bring down that B-Barrel, but it is going to do great damage against it. I bring in my Minun here, and we actually farm down the rest of that B-Barrel, and we are even at 1 shield each, but my Minun is pretty weak. In comes that Alolan Ninetales, and it does have charge energy, so I'm not going to waste a shield here on Minun. I'm going to allow that through. And then my last Pokemon will be Lanoon. So here we're going up against the Vaporeon. With Vaporeon, I think you can just go for straight Grass Knot in almost any health range, but as you'll see here, I kind of overdo it a little bit. So we burn that first shield, and I'm pushing hard for that Thunder. We're actually going to shield this Aqua Tail because I don't want it to get too low, knowing that a Charmer is in the back, and those fast moves can really come up and surprise you. So we do take it down with the Thunder, and then out comes Alolan Ninetales, and the Shadow Claws are enough. Going into this round, we open with B-Barrel against Minun. I'm going to make the immediate swap into Heatmor. I get 2 Fire Spins worth of energy, and I'm already at a Thunder Punch, guys, so that's really cool. Heatmor is a lot of fun. I think it's just bulky enough to have a respectable spot in the cup, but it takes a whole lot of skill, much more skill than I have to really pull this thing off and really do well with it. So we do fire up the second Thunder Punch, and look at that, we burned both shields with our Heatmor, and we are 1 Fire Spin away from getting to a third Thunder Punch. So my Heatmor is ranked 148. It does have high defense and stamina stats, so I'm not sure. Maybe if you had a PvP perfect one, you could survive long enough to get off the third Thunder Punch. Look at that, guys. Great switch by Purple Kyogre into that Nidoqueen to absorb the discharge. Switch game is really good. In comes my B-Barrel. But as I was saying, I think maybe if you had a rank 1, you could possibly survive that. I haven't run the sims on it, but I think it offers you just enough flexibility against those water types with the Thunder Punch. So in comes that Minun, and I got a little overzealous there. I wasn't counting very well how much energy it had, so he's going to hit me with the discharge. And in comes my Minun, but he's very weak, so you know how this is going to play out. There's just not enough left in the tank to really pull this match out. But Heatmor is a lot of fun. It's a great Alolan Ninetales. As I was saying before, it's a great Alolan Ninetales counter, Alolan Sandslash counter. Lairon and Aggron really don't like it either. And that Flamethrower, like I said, is not resisted very much throughout the cup, you know, except by the waters. So it is a really good flex option. We're seeing here Heatmor going up against Minun. So with the Flamethrower, I can almost KO it in this range, but as you can tell, guys, that Thunderbolt really hurts really badly. So I allowed that one through to see how much it would do, and that was not good. I do swap out into my Lanoon here, and I'm going to charge just because I know, or excuse me, I'm going to shield because I know that I'm at a disadvantage here. In comes Nidoqueen. I'm actually going to try to charge up to 2 Grass Knots. I do like going double Grass Knot against Nidoqueen because it makes the trainers second guess themselves, like, oh man, should I shield this? Can I get to the Earth Power in time? So Purple Kyogre is actually able to get to the Earth Power which I do decide to shield. I'm going all in Lanoon because I am at such a disadvantage here. I do swap into my Heatmor, use it as a sacrificial swap, and it works really well, as you can see. Really good timing there. I got very lucky. So I do have a Lanoon with tons of energy. I actually farmed down that Nidoqueen, and I have the Grass Knot ready. This will KO the Minun, so I have played myself into a better spot here. We're actually able to farm it down, have another Grass Knot. Lanoon is probably my favorite Pokemon in the cup that I never did a feature on. I don't think I'll do one at this point. I think J-Farm did a really good one earlier in the month. And if you haven't seen that one, I highly recommend it. Lanoon is a great safe swap. Its place in the meta has changed a little bit because we're not seeing as much of the same Pokemon. I think you're seeing less and less of Minun and more and more Nidoqueen and even more Alolan Sandslash as we get later into the month. Here we go with Heatmor versus Minun. So I contemplate going for the Flamethrower here. I actually go for the Thunder Punch bait, attempting to draw the shield, and we don't get it. So that was not a big payoff for us. I'm going to try to work up to the Flamethrower, and we do get it, which is really cool. So we're going to fire this off, and it does go unshielded. So mine is out of the picture. PK still has 2 shields, though, so in comes Lanoon, and I just want to get that Thunder Punch off, and I'll be happy, and here we go. So it only takes, I believe, 4 fire spins to get to the Thunder Punch, which is really sweet. I'm going to shield Heatmor because this is a Heatmor feature, so why not keep it around? So I'm going to charge up with mine in here and go for the discharge. This will KO if it's allowed through, but it is shielded, so Lanoon's got a ton of energy. If it's Dig, it will KO, but it's just a Grass Knot. So in comes Alolan Ninetales, and these charms add up really quick, but mine is still very bulky. I am keeping mine around on my team in most of my remote leagues just because I really think it's a great asset and it puts a lot of bench pressure on your opponent to not bring double water against you, which can be a nightmare if you don't have an electric counter. So here comes the Psyshock. I'm out of shields, but I am trying to swap into Heatmor there to absorb that, and we do, and we get to the Thunder Punch, but that Shadow Claw takes us down. Luckily, we have Energy Bank with Bebarrel, and we bring down Lanoon to win that game. Guys, are you considering Heatmor for your team? I think it's a lot of fun. If you master it and you really enjoy it, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to see some really great Heatmor gameplay and Heatmor trainers that are masters of the craft. But if you like this content, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching till the end, and I will see you in the next video.